How to attract a high-value man. Use these tips to get your dream guy. Today, we'll be looking at the 7 different ways of how you can attract a high-value man and get the guy of your dreams. If you've been trying to involve yourself more with high-value male figures, then this one's for you. A high-value man is by no means easy to impress or attract. He is goal-oriented and wants certain things from his life, which is why these kinds of men tend to be more cautious with the characteristics, qualities, and numbers of women that they let into their lives. While this seems like a challenge to the average woman, it is really not that hard to attract a high-value man. You just have to know where exactly to get started. Which is why throughout this video, we will be sharing the 7 killer tips of attracting a high-value man. If you use these tips wisely, then you will likely never go wrong with getting all of the acquaintances you want. But before we get started, please remember to take a quick second and support our content by liking, subscribing, and turning the notification bell on. This helps us create more videos like this for your entertainment. If you're all set, then let's get down to the juicy tips of how you can attract a high-value man without so much effort being involved. You should cater to his interests without sacrificing your own time and values. If there is at least one single thing that every high-value man has in common, it is the fact that they will not sacrifice their time and values. However, it is also in every human being's nature to want someone who will share roughly the same interests as them. Therefore, if you are looking to attract a high-value male partner, then you have to figure out a way of catering to their needs without making a sacrifice that you know they would not make. A key point of attraction for high-value individuals, male and female alike, is that they will prioritize themselves before everyone and everything else. Do you know why? The answer is simple. They simply know how valuable their presence is, and they price it accordingly, meaning that they do not waste any time on people who fail to match their energy. So at this point, it will be up to you to expand your horizons and become the type of partner that adds to a high-value man's growth instead of holding them back. You should set clear boundaries in your relationship with a high-value man. Boundaries are a must in every single type of relationship. So whether you are dealing with a high-value male friend, coworker, acquaintance, or romantic partner, they will expect you to have certain boundaries. In fact, they will be very much attracted to your characteristics thanks to these boundaries. Now, this might not always mean that there is a fatal romantic attraction in place, but admiration is always the starting point of any romantic involvement. In other words, if you play your cards right, you can easily turn this admiration into a relationship. All you have to do is take your sweet time and go slow about it. Boundaries can be a number of different things, but all that it really boils down to is clear communication. Do you not like discussing a certain topic? Let your potential partner know. Are you uncomfortable with some sceneries? Then communicate about it. Once the high-value male gets to see you stand your ground and back your values up, he will notice you more. High-value men often have their eyes set on the prize and fail to notice anything or anyone that is not involved with their goals. So it might take a lot of sticking around on your part for them to notice you. However, you should be extra careful not to be clinging onto your potential partner, because if you end up bugging them, you will find yourself in the discard pile faster than you could ever imagine. That is exactly what you were trying to avoid. If you notice that a high-value man is losing interest, then you have to immediately do a 180 and change tactics. But also, you have to be smart enough about it to not make it obvious, because if a high-value man sees you trying to change for him, he will not be attracted to you. You should continue to improve yourself and keep your head high. A high-value man deserves a high-value individual. So stop yourself for a second and really give this a deep thought. Are you a high-value individual? Or are you just playing the part of a high-value person? If you answered yes to the former without hesitation, then there is no further investigation to be made. However, if you had to stop and think, then it means that you are second-guessing your value as an individual. And we need you to stop doing that right here, right now. Even if you are not a person of high value, your journey to attracting a high-value male is not over yet. Because the thing about becoming a high-value person is that it is all about the kind of mindset that you have. The more you work on yourself and your core beliefs, the higher your self-esteem will rise, and therefore, you will become an individual of higher value. If you do this continuously, then you will end up achieving all of your goals, hopes, and dreams, including attracting not one but many high-value men that you can have your pick of the lot from. Keep your head high and remember that you are royalty. People should feel lucky and privileged to be in your presence. But do not hammer on this notion to the point of becoming a narcissist. Remember that you are the kind of royalty that only seeks out the best interest of their people. Because in your heart of hearts, there is a part of you that truly knows you deserve this exact kind of value. And once you're able to bring that out, you will be more likely to radiate that light. And in turn, the high-value male that you are seeking out will see it too. You should take time to yourself and learn to be independent. Codependency is unattractive. A high-value man is a self-sufficient man, so this type of individual will only seek out their kin. A woman who is trying to leech off her partner, or a woman who does not care to have her full independence, will always be unattractive to a prospective high-value partner. A man might like to provide things for his significant other. However, this is often out of consideration or as a kind gesture to make you smile. No man actually expects or wants his partner to be codependent on him, and if he does, then he is not of high value. High-value men understand that women have their own lives, separate from the frame of their shared romantic relationship and/or advances. Therefore, they will never hold you back, nor will they want you holding yourself back. Having your independence shows a man that you do not actually need him, but that you choose to have him in your life. The notion of being wanted is bigger than any other point of attraction that a high-value man can have for you. Show them that you are capable of doing things on your own. However, do not fail to mention that you enjoy doing those same things in their company. The point that you are trying to make here is that you enjoy his presence, not the opportunities he makes available to you. This is very important to a man, and once he takes note of this, he will start to spend more time with you, allowing your relationship to bloom and blossom in all its magnificent beauty. You should try not to make him need you, but try to make him want you. As we mentioned in the previous key point, being needed is not a very attractive thing for high-value men and women alike. People like knowing that their presence is wanted, because being wanted is an empowering feeling, whereas being needed is just a validation of your control over someone's life. This is why high-value male individuals seek out being wanted more than they seek out being needed. A high-value male is an empowered person in their own right. However, as life goes on, they try to build on that empowerment. And dare we say there is no better feeling than doing that with a possible lifelong partner. Well, there is no reason for you to not be that partner for the high-value man in your life. So long as you keep to yourself every now and again, this will be really easy to achieve. Focus on your own growth before focusing on this relationship, and you will see that things are starting to fall into place much, much faster. You should always stay true to your values and boundaries. Continuing from the point of staying true to yourself and focusing on your own growth, one more thing that you can do in order to achieve the attraction of a high-value male is to match their value. To match their value might seem like a hard task at first, but really it will be more beneficial than just seeking out another guy. Because while seeking out a particularly high-value person's love and attraction, you will also be going after self-love and self-esteem, which is why you need to stay true to your values and boundaries. These two things are pillars of every person's existence, and the more you build on them, the more attractive you will become in the eyes of others. Once you achieve this high standard, you will want to maintain it the same way your prospective high-value partner is doing it. From that point onwards, it will be smooth sailing. With both of you being aware of your respective values, growth and progress will come to your relationship way faster than it ever did before. Because at that point, you will be each other's equal on so many levels. You should not become a source of negativity, but rather offer comfort. Even the man with the highest self-value has days where he is a mess. It's human nature. Bad days come to all of us. But how we choose to deal with them is a matter of perspective. We can choose to wallow and be miserable in light of our unfortunate situation, or we could ground ourselves in the help of our loved ones, which is exactly what you will want to do with a high-value man. You will want to be his rock and his eye of the storm. You will want to remain calm and offer comfort where it is due. That way, he can realize that you are capable of being his safe haven. Your acceptance of his vulnerability will draw attraction more than you know, and at the end, he will be right where you want him. And that marks the end of our video. Do you have any other tips for attracting a high-value man? Share them with our community in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed watching this, then be sure to let us know by giving us a thumbs up. Want to be the first to know when we have a new video? Then turn on the bell to be notified every time we upload one. Finally, if you're looking for something to binge on, you can click the video that's currently on your screen. We'll see you in our next video.